Yo, what is going on, guys? It's Cybertron Laser here. It's finally here, Overwatch 2, and these are my first matches and impressions of the game. And I did DC due to the server issues on like the Junker Queen game, but I said enough. I'm sorry if like the audio is a bit distorted, which is why I like had to remove all the audio, kind of me talking through. So yeah, I will like give my last impressions like during the ending of the video though. So yeah, hope to see you there. Bye. Stay tuned. And I did pop off a lot, even though it was my first time on these heroes. I'd never played Junker Queen or Kiriko before. So yeah, thank you. Bye. Like that is not. No. We're switching that out right now. Alright, primary fire. Alright, no, this is a lot better. Alright.
Shouldn't have put your
I'm
ass
surprised I'm only getting
Feels like sunlight, huh?
the fact that you can cancel your teleport the whole time. Yeah, like that. So that's the enemy. And you won't right next. Either of these things are really hard to aim, but better. I think I'm good. So this track, I think. I cannot be the one. Oh, that's the picture, right? You're already that far? God damn. It's just speeding, bro.
The breeze brings relief. It's called personal space.
85% already. Yo, what the hell is going on right now? I'm throwing so hard, oh my god. Alright, make it not like the same cooldown I do intelligence, I think it'll be. Holy crap, okay, let's go, my god, these people. Let me go.
Draw strength from nature. That wasn't free. Under my protection.
Okay.
Throw in the temple.
That was crap. Oh my god. Someone like is there anything different? And I go to oh my god, that's huge! Holy crap. I gotta be there. Holy crap, solid. Lead, bro, that is so satisfying. Bro, critical counters with characters there. Dude, what is that? Oh my god. Holy crap. No. So I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. I will have a tips video coming out soon for those newer to Overwatch. Stay tuned for that tomorrow. So my first impressions on the game is that it's a lot more chaotic than Overwatch 1 was, which is very ironic because Overwatch 1 was so chaotic. But the reason why I say that is because there's no sense of like flow or like dictating where the team fight will go. It can really like turn at any point, to be honest. Like it's not like, oh, they kill the first player, or like, you know, oh, they kill the DPS or support, we lost. It's not like that. Like a 4v5 is winnable, like a lot more winnable than a 5v6 is in Overwatch 1. Yeah, so like 4v5 here in Overwatch 2 is like definitely a lot better scenario than a 5v6 is in Overwatch 1. So yeah, so things just happen in Overwatch 2, you know? So It is also not as bad as I thought with one tank, because albeit you lose like the tank synergy, which I as a tank player in Overwatch 1 was my favorite part of the game, you gain more fun abilities which can actually impact the match. Like you don't just feel like a punching bag the whole time. Everyone is technically like a main tank now, which is what the community likes to call like tanks that make space. So every tank can like now like make space quite easily. Like you saw with Junker Queen, how she really is like a hog 2.0, right? Like she doesn't really like have any like tank like direct abilities. Like she seems like a DPS character with just extra HP, but I was making a lot of space like in my gameplay, which is kind of what I tried to highlight there. So everyone's a main tank now, so you have a lot more outcome on the match than you did previously. And this outcome thing is actually applying to all roles, because even support, you have a lot better control over the match than just teammates losing you the match as it was in Overwatch 1. Teammates in Overwatch 1 could like literally make or break the match. Like you lost or like won depending on like how bad your teammates were. But in this game you can like control like the pace of the match more. The ult charge rate was globally reduced, which is actually a very good thing for the game in my opinion. This makes it feel like ults are a lot more meaningful and may actually impact the fight instead of just, oh, I used ult X, the enemy ult Y. They just like clash, do nothing. Just more ults exchange. There we go, nothing happens, right? So in this game, they actually like do something, and like because the ult charge is reduced, like you have to be more careful like when you're going to use it. So are there better ults than others? Yeah. Like definitely like Kiriko ult is like better than like McCree ult, right? Like obviously. But like even Pharah and Cassidy ult, I called him McCree earlier, I'm sorry. Even Pharah and Cassidy ult, like, they're more viable because it's one less person looking at you and focusing you, so you don't just die instantly. Survivability in this game is really nice. I know it's going to take a long time for Overwatch 1 players to get used to not having like a movable wall in front of them blocking damage, but using natural cover is an essential skill, and it was in Overwatch 1, and it's even more so in Overwatch 2. All new maps are designed in this way that you can have a lot of natural cover to hide from damage, and they're reworking some maps to do the same, I'm pretty sure. The new maps are pretty fun. They really allow you to play who you want. It doesn't seem too hitscan dominant or spam dominant, albeit they do have their moments where it might like lean from one to the other. They also offer lots of places to take cover from, as mentioned before, which is probably going to be the main skill curve transitioning from Overwatch 1 to Overwatch 2 for the average player. If you were high rank or like, maybe coming from like some other shooter where cover is more important, you probably won't like struggle with this too much, I think. Also, like, speaking of maps, the aesthetic of them all looks so nice. Like, you can tell, like, they put a lot of efforts into these maps. Okay, the new game mode Push is definitely a lot better than when I played it in the beta. So, in the beta, Push was, like, very slow, very boring, in my opinion. Also very steamrolly, like whoever like just won one side, right? Whoever like took it first basically just took the whole map. So it's a lot more fun now, and I like how it replaced 2CP because there's not much else to say, like nobody likes 2CP, right? I like how they took feedback from the community on the Push game mode and actually made it from like a questionable thing to like an actual fun mode right now. The Kiriko match earlier in the video demonstrated this very well. Like, if you looked at like the bar at the top, we were shifting from one side to the other, this bot like zooms now, like when the other guy takes control of the thing. So, if it's going like one way towards red team and your blue team touches it, like goes like running back to where blue team was. So that's like very good. I don't think it did that in the beta. I can't remember, but I don't think it did. The ult exchanges are very fun. Counter ults exist, and you can actually counter ult immediately after an ult is over, instead of like, I have to press Q immediately, like, because this guy pressed Q. So I did do that in some clips here, like, sometimes it ended up working, sometimes it didn't. But yeah, so combos still exist. You might have seen me in that random Genji collaborating some plays by accident. I didn't know him, but in a coordinate environment, like the Kiriko Genji combo would be very deadly. Of course, like Nanoblade and stuff, he got nanobladed a lot by the Ana in the first match. So yeah, stuff like that still exists, very deadly, even more deadly than in Overwatch 1. So also, now this is just like personal stuff. The video is basically over. Thank you so much for watching. So I'm so sorry for lack of uploads recently. It's because I'm essentially in like college now, and I don't get the time to game. And if I do, then it's on my laptop, which I'm not used to. So I haven't been able to record or get clips much. If you guys want to see like fighting game content though, because that's like the one thing I can actually run on my laptop, I might just record that. So I will try my best to garner clips over weekends and maybe upload like once a month. But anyway, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for the beginner's guide, hopefully coming out tomorrow. Good luck and have fun in Overwatch 2. Cybertron Laser, out.